Alright, so with these videos, I'm kind of just shooting from the hip, just kind of winging it. I don't have anything written down or anything. I have a topic that I want to follow and like a point I want to get across, but other than that, I'm just kind of winging it. So with this video, I want to talk a little bit about addiction. So, I mean, I could talk for hours about this, but ultimately, everybody has their addictions, and you want to make sure that your addictions are healthy ones. Addictions aren't necessarily bad until they become unhealthy. Um, and obviously, addiction to some stuff is bad, like addiction to drugs. That's something that you don't want to go into. You don't want to go down that road. I've been down that road, and although I don't regret anything I've ever done because it's maybe the person I am, there are many roads that I wouldn't want to go down again. That's for sure. Uh, but being an alcoholic and an addict, and all the shit that I've went through and all the personal struggles I've had to overcome has definitely taught me a lot in life. And I'm very thankful for the struggles that I've went through and the battles that I've fought. Uh, but for you kids, later on in life, I mean, you're always going to be surrounded by stuff, especially in this Western world that we live in. You're always going to be surrounded by drugs. You're always going to be surrounded by alcohol, by cigarettes, by computer screens, by phone screens, by Xbox, PlayStation, all that stuff, nasty food, incredibly addictive food. You're always going to be surrounded by that stuff. Um, so you have to develop a character within you that's strong enough to refuse the unhealthy addictions and not get trapped inside of a cycle of hell. Um, and the easiest way to do that, like, is just not try the things in the first place. So, like in talking about drugs, it's best not to try them in the first place because once you get on that road of addiction, uh, most people don't come out of it. There's very few that come out of it, and that's just a road that you don't want to go down. Um, and also with stuff like such as food, it's best to just not even have, like for me, you guys are gonna find out what works for you, but for me, I don't want to have. Eventually, I don't want to have like cheat days. I don't want to have days that I'm eating like crap. I don't want to have days that I'm not eating how like I want to eat. That's gonna get me to the person that I want to be. The person that I want to be is eats healthy, um, is persistent, is disciplined, and Zodi, get my computer. Uh, so for me, uh, can't have like cheat days and stuff, and it's best to just not really have like sodas and stuff like that, just because they are incredibly addictive. And once you start, it's just like drugs. Once you start that addiction, it's really really hard to break. So it's best to just not start it in the first place. Um, but addictions aren't all bad. It is okay to have healthy addictions. It's just with like addiction, you want to concentrate on like your relationship with the thing that you're addicted to. So like even good things such as like going to the gym or like exercise can become a an unhealthy addiction if you let it, and if you don't use your mind to not let it become an unhealthy addiction. Um, So like for me, I realized that like getting to the gym or like working out can be unhealthy if I let it affect the rest of my day. Like if I don't get to the gym at a certain time and I'm in a bad mood, I treat others poorly, I don't act like myself. That's when stuff becomes kind of unhealthy, and you got to really evaluate your relationship with the object or the thing that you're addicted to. Um, and you just want to have healthy relationships with things. So like the gym, the gym for me is my addiction now. It used to be alcohol, cocaine, all that stupid stuff, but I kind of switched those addictions for this addiction, which is a lot healthier addiction. But I can't let it control my day. If I don't make it to the gym, then I just got to keep it in my mind that I need to work on my discipline, and tomorrow I need to wake up earlier so I can make it to the gym. But you can't let stuff affect your day in a negative way. Um, But it is good to have healthy addictions that you have a good relationship with. It's a lot better to have healthy addictions than bad addictions. But addiction is everywhere. It's in everybody's family. It comes in all shapes and forms. It's not just addiction to drugs. It's addiction to phones that could be bad, um, or negative. It's addiction to Facebook, stuff like that. That if it stops you from being the person that you ultimately want to be, and if it stops you from acting in alignment with your value system, then something's got to change. Um, so yeah, I guess ultimately that's pretty much all I have on addiction right now. Um, Develop healthy addictions that move you towards the character that you want to be. Avoid bad addictions. But just know if you ever make a mistake, there's always hope. You can always pull out of pull out of stuff. Like me, I was able to. It's a daily battle, but I was able to pull out a cocaine addiction and alcohol addiction, and there's always hope. No matter how far down any road you go down, there's always hope for you. So if you make a bad choice or have made bad decisions, even no matter how far down that road you go, even if you went to prison for 10 years, anything like that, like you could still make a good life for yourself. You could still drop unhealthy addictions and you could still become a better person. You just got to find the desire and the will to do so. And you also got to find the resources. There's a lot of resources out there for people wanting to better themselves, but you have to look hard and you have to be persistent. And also, when you're trying to better yourself and renounce things and like change your life, you probably have a circle of friends that you developed that were interested in the things, in the unhealthy addictions. And a lot of those people, when you change your life, are going to speak down on you, are going to try to persuade you to do different. And just people in general, when you're doing good things for your life, they're going to talk down on you. They're going to turn their back on you. People that you never thought would betray you will betray you. But no matter what, you got to be strong. You got to make sure that you're pursuing ultimately who you want to be. And yeah, pretty much everything in life comes down to hard work, discipline, dedication, and perseverance. And you always got to have belief in yourself. You've always got to have belief in yourself. And for my kids, if you don't have belief in yourself, I always have belief in you. No matter what, I'll always believe in you. And that's a lot more than a lot of people had. Um, like me and your mom didn't have too many people believing in us. So just to have me and your mom believing in you, you already got two more people than we had. And ultimately, you got to get to the point where you believe in yourself because you really can do anything you want to do if you set your mind to it. So that's all I got.